Hello and welcome. Today I'm flying on VA412 to Adelaide with Virgin Australia in economy class on Christmas Eve. As you can tell, I'm with family. I'm going to Adelaide first and then to Perth. We're going for Christmas and New Year's, and it hasn't started well. Check-in today was fast and efficient. I do appreciate the fact that they've kept the kiosks, unlike Qantas, which were removed in their terminals. You have the option of checking in with Virgin at the kiosk like I'm doing, or checking in 48 hours before your flight online.
Service to Brisbane. Travelling at 9 a.m. or before 9 a.m. Please proceed to check-in counters 2 and 3. Thank you.
Bag drop today was a nightmare. We waited around 20 minutes to drop our bags off. This is normal though, seeing it is the Christmas period. Surprisingly, security was a breeze and we got through quite quickly. With Christmas being around the corner, everyone is in the Christmas spirit, including this Virgin Australia worker. Here's our aircraft for today, arriving from the Gold Coast as VA500. She's a 12-year-old 737, Victor Hotel, Yankee Victor, Alpha. She was delivered to Virgin Australia first in 2011 and then was transferred to Tiger Air in 2019. And then as recent as 2020, it was returned back to Virgin. Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hi, how are you?
Just recording. Thank you.
Thank you. Our seat for today is 21A, located at the back of the aircraft. I'm now going to quickly go through the seat features with you. There is legroom of 30 inches, which is fine for this domestic flight to Adelaide. There is also a tray table which you can take out and put back. Also below there is a seat pocket which contains the safety card and menu. In addition, there is a charger outlet which is really rare to see on Virgin 737s.
Welcome aboard. To keep the aisle and exit clear, your smaller bags and heavier items go under the seat in front of you. Larger bags, beyond anchors, wheels first where possible.
And I'd like to apologise for the delay to your service today. We're a little bit late leaving, obviously. We just had a little bit of a crew resourcing issue and our lovely captain got called out from home. He's left the turkey in the oven and he should be back in a couple of hours to finish cooking it. So he saved the day and we'll be underway as quickly as we can. We do have a flying time, an hour 45 minutes. We'll have us arriving into Adelaide shortly after 11 a.m. Adelaide time. If you'd like to watch our in-flight entertainment today, please follow the instructions on the menu in your seat pocket. Just on the back page, there's a QR code to scan or a website to pop into your browser. Thanks. If you're using a laptop or a large electronic device with a keyboard attached, you'll need to switch those off and stow them for takeoff. Feel free to keep using your handheld devices and mobile phones, just make sure they are in flight mode. And cabin crew, the final aircraft door has been closed.
Yep.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross check. Thanks once again for joining us on your flight to Adelaide this morning. Flying us there, your Captain Oren Loosemore and First Officer Grant Davies. Looking after you in the cabin today is clearly my three daughters, Chloe, Courtney and Kylie Kardashian. We are about to run you through our safety demonstration. Even if you do fly regularly, we'd appreciate your attention for just a few minutes. Thanks.
Belt should now be done up low and tight across your hips. To fasten, push the ends together until they click, then pull the strap to tighten. To release, just lift the buckle. When the seatbelt sign is on, your belt should stay on too. And even if the sign is off, we recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened in case of turbulence. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes of any kind isn't allowed on board. This includes in the toilets, which have smoke detectors and alarms. You may continue using your handheld devices as long as you have switched them to flight mode. Anything larger than handheld will need to be put away. And if you lose your device in your seat, don't move the seat. Just sit tight and ask your crew for assistance. Finally, make sure your seat is upright, window blinds are open, tray tables put away, and all bags are under the seat in front of you. If your seat has a leg rest or device holder, ensure they are stowed and all devices are unplugged. The crew is here to make your flight safe, so please follow their instructions as well as all illuminated information signs. Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please relax and have a wonderful flight.
Cabin crew be seated for takeoff.
The meal service began shortly after takeoff. On this flight to Adelaide, you'll receive a complimentary drink, including coffee, tea and water. Anything else you'll need to pay for and isn't complimentary. Today I chose coffee and water as my complimentary drink and paid extra for the chicken lettuce sandwich and cheese and crackers, which sent me back around $10, which isn't terrible in my opinion. I thought I should just also add that this has probably had to be one of the best Virgin Australia flights I've ever done. The cabin crew are amazing on this flight today. And this is Montana. She's one of the cabin crew on the flight today. As we're about to land into Adelaide, let's conclude this trip report with my overall experience on today's flight with Virgin Australia. The bag drop lines were a nightmare, but it is expected seeing it's the Christmas period. Surprisingly, those security lines were a breeze and we got through quite quickly. Boarding for our flight today was delayed by around 35 minutes, which saw us arriving into Adelaide around 15 minutes late. Food-wise, Virgin is fine. Those snacks are not complimentary and have not been for a while, due to Virgin doing this to cut back on costs. For an hour flight, complimentary coffee, tea and water is honestly enough in my opinion.
The Giro coming down.
Cabin crew be seated for landing.
The crew on today's flight were absolutely amazing. They were super friendly and smiling and were absolutely hilarious. Finally, if you were to book this flight from Sydney to Adelaide with Virgin Australia, it costs you around 219 Australian dollars one way, Jetstar being the cheapest, sitting at $201, and Qantas being double, sitting at around $305 one way. I do apologise for the lack of posting. I have found it quite difficult to keep up with demand. I will continue to try and post as much as possible. Thank you so much for watching this trip report. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you like my trip report, remember to subscribe. It motivates me to continue posting. Okay, bye for now. Until my next trip report, take care, stay safe, and happy flying.
proud to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we walk, work, live and fly, and pay our respects to elders past, present and future. The time here in Adelaide is just approaching 11:10. We'll be getting into the gate shortly. Whilst we taxi into the terminal today, please keep your seatbelt fastened and the aisle and exits clear until the seatbelt sign is switched off. Take care when you open the lockers and do make sure you have everything with you before you leave today. You'll be leaving through the Ford in the rear doors this morning, so if you do take the rear door, you'll have stairs to go down. Please mind your step as you exit. Hold the handrails and remain on the outside of the markers on the tarmac. If you're not comfortable using stairs, just wait behind and exit through the Ford door once it's clear. We'll be refueling, smoking, vaping or using e-cigarettes isn't allowed on the tarmac or throughout the terminal. You may now use your devices with flight mode switched off. We just ask you not to use them on the tarmac. To comply with South Australian biosecurity regulations, it is an offence to bring in certain items to South Australia. If you're carrying any fresh fruit or vegetables, plants or seeds, please dispose of them in the quarantine bins located in the terminal, and please be aware that there are restrictions in place on moving some fruit and veggies within South Australia due to fruit fly outbreaks. For more information, just visit the South Australian Government website. And we'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with Virgin Australia today. It's been our pleasure bringing you across from Sydney, and on behalf of your crew, welcome to Adelaide. Have a fabulous Christmas and a happy holidays. Thanks and good morning.
Cabin crew, just outdoors and cross-check lane.
Thank you. See ya. Thank you.
Christmas.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, let's jump in there. For the photo.
Thank you.
It's alright. See you later.
See you guys. Thank you so much for the good flight.
Is she running in the trip before saying, oh, they were the best crew ever? So we're gonna have to go get our luggage. No, we'll be leaving.
Auntie guys, say hi.
You want to go to another beach down there? It's like 10, 20
Sure.
minutes, and that's the last one. Should we go there or no?
Yeah. Go for it.
Ủa nó mua dầu cái này nè năm ngoái. À mới đợt rồi á. Là mua cho dầu cái này đây. Để con nhỏ mua.